And another new one. Oh, with a little bit of laggy audio. That's why that is. Interesting. We're here on another PC game, an older one. Well, another older one. It's actually probably the most recent Hot Wheels PC game we've played on here. Could you not be lagging like crazy? It's an old Hot Wheels PC game. You shouldn't be lagging. We'll see if this is just a problem with the videos. Of course, with the games like this, it's going to be unplayable, but I intend to play the game. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. So I think the reason I thought back in Hot Wheels, what was it? October Racing? The reason why I thought briefly that Vulture was in that game was because Vulture was in this game. I think I at one point saw the opening of this game and saw Vulture in it. And thought, oh, Vulture's in that game, except I got this confused with Turbo Racing. But here you are, we're in this game, which is Bash Arena. We'll see if it actually runs when we're playing the game. It wasn't lagging when I wasn't recording. It's very strange. I don't usually have problems with the game lagging at all, so I hope we weren't actually hoping to listen to this music. I've never actually seen this whole opening though, so I want to watch it. I also want to let you guys watch it. It's nice that, yet again, we can see it so fast as here. We also have Evil Twin, I believe that is, who I would also recognize as being from Velocity X. So I don't really know what this game plays like. Oh, fly so fast, I guess. That was unfortunate. It's interesting. The video is actually pretty consistent frame rate. It's just not as fast as it's supposed to be. But yeah, so I already recognize, I think, all the cars in this opening at least, so we might have a nice little collection of cars. Or maybe a big collection of cars, in fact. I'm guessing that car there that just got eaten by the shark, I don't remember what it's called. But that car was driven by Gearhead and Velocity X GBA, so that'll probably be Gearhead. Of course, we have Alex in the Vulture. Evil Twin, I guess, might be Metacog, since that was also in Velocity X GBA. I'm not sure what this green car is. We'll find out what we identify everything as. Could be Muscle Tone or something. Should I really be surprised that Vulture Alex is the one to come out in front? This opening is a lot longer than it should be. It's been like 3 minutes. So I can't quite tell if this is a racing game or what. It feels more racing than anything else. Oh, Evil Twin's here too. Oh. This would probably be really dramatic with music that actually worked. It's been joked before that Alex will not stop regardless of how much punishment his car takes, so it's kind of amusing to see him pick himself back up after this, actually. So, story-wise, this will probably be something that happens after Burn wakes up from whatever was going on back in All Out. The strange visions and dreams that were going on in there. At least the music isn't getting desynced, although I don't know if it's better or worse than what's happening now, hearing the music in 1 second clips. Hooray! There's the logo. So let's see if we can actually play the game now. I hope that we can. We haven't had problems with any other game. We have a name. See? It doesn't seem to be lagging now. Rookie and Expert, only 2 difficulties. Let's go with Rookie for now at least. I don't know if we can change the difficulty afterwards since we're deciding it when we make a profile. I also find it odd that we have to make profiles. But let's play. I've never gone past the screen. Here we are. Oh, Hooligan's here too. Ah, who would Hooligan be? That was also in Velocity X GBA. Everything's from Velocity X GBA. My god. We actually have multiplayer in this game. You can do LAN multiplayer? Really? Wow, I've never heard of a Hot Wheels game that did that. I do know that... What was it? I can never remember the name of this game for some reason, despite it being my favorite. Star Trek Challenge did have online multiplayer. I've seen footage of it before. Oh geez, we have lots of things to do in this game. You might be playing this one for a while, or maybe very little time, we'll see. Ooh, customizable controls. Beautiful. We might disable some of these things to make the game lag less at some point. If it does lag, we'll see. Look at all this stuff. It's beautiful. Play random MP3s. Records for different arenas, for different vehicles. That's really interesting, actually. Stats for the last game. This game tells you a lot of things. Wow. First, let's look at our lineup. Who do we have here? We actually have to unlock different cars, it looks like. Interesting. It is Muscle Tone. Oh, we'll look at that. So this will be, though, from the perspective of Burn. I don't know if Burn's going to be in this game, but let's at least pretend that it's Burn figuring things out as they wake up and see that suddenly we're here again in the real world. Burn, I'm guessing, had left back to wherever they were in space after being on Earth for a little while for the world race, and then came back, and then was suddenly, well, that's all I remember. Having come back, and then the weird dream thing happened. So is this... I'm not quite sure what this means. We'll find out what it means, probably. You can upgrade. You have credits. Oh, geez, there's a lot more to this game than I thought. Where are you? Oh, I know what that is, but you might never know. Which stats do we prefer? So do we want Muscle Tone or Hooligan? This is probably some character from... I'm noticing we seem to have a lot of cars from Velocity X. I won't look at the other cars right now, even though I can see most of them. But I won't acknowledge them until we can actually play as them. So I'm not sure who's going to be who on what car, because... Muscle Tone's, of course, Muscle Tone, but we have lots of cars from Velocity X that could be a variety of robots. Do you have other places we can play? Not yet. You see, there's the Shredster, was it? I think that one was the one that was actually driven by Medicock, wasn't it? Or was it? Somebody else associated with Auto, I think. Anyways, let's start with Muscle Tone. What are the stats like? Speed versus acceleration, attack, and I don't know what that last one is. Hardness or something? As in like armor? Who knows? We'll find out. That's actually a really nice looking model, Mega Duty. Hi, Mega Duty.
Welcome to the Bash Arena. The aim of the game is to become Bash Arena champion by beating all the cars in each arena. Try driving around this area.
Interesting. So I just press left and right to go left and right. I feared this game would actually be 3D because of the opening. But it's probably better for performance that's not. I don't know why that one video lagged so much. Nothing else is lagging. So I have to figure out the controls as I go. Of course, this car doesn't control very well, but it's probably because it has low stats. I don't know why Muscle Tone has low stats, but... they never really were thought of as one of the more competitive cars, I guess. So I mean, this is more vehicular combat oriented. It always felt like it was more of a race based on the opening, but of course I didn't really know what the opening meant. So I'm curious if that's like a special weapon in the top left. Because it seems to be different cars.
The car ahead. Ram the side or rear to do more damage.
This guy is speaking so deliberately and slowly, it's comical to me.
You have just defeated a car and earned some points. Well done.
This is
You can spend points later to improve your cars. To make a jump, drive over the ramp. To jump further, try using the turbo button when you hit the ramp. If you land near another car, it will take damage and might stall. A stalled car cannot move and is easier to ram.
interesting. This dialogue is quite the thing. Go. Get pushed. I don't even want to damage the car, I just want to push it. So I'm not sure if there's any handbrake or anything like that for me to use at some point.
Well done.
We'll figure that out eventually. I'll look at the controls
Use
after
your
this.
turbo button to go faster. Your turbo energy is on the bottom right.
That's X. Okay, I don't think X was doing anything earlier. Can I turbo backwards out of curiosity? Yes. Okay, that's good to know. That's not always a given.
most points if you use a trap to defeat the other cars. Some traps are controlled by a switch plate. Some attack enemy cars on their own. Drive onto the colored plate ahead. Congratulations.
I was wondering if I could get myself in that.
Destroyed the car and earned bonus points too. There is a fire trap ahead that switches itself on and off. Try driving through it when the fire is off. Use the sprinkler or the puddle if you catch fire.
I want to try to get myself in this just out of curiosity. It seemed like I actually waited until I wasn't in its way anymore to close last time. There we go. Died in the tutorial. Good job. Now let's go back to where we were. Somehow I keep accidentally pressing the Alt key instead of the X key. I don't know why. So I'm not sure if there's any reason to go on jumps yet. I haven't seen any reason yet. So I noticed we have, whoops, only 2 parts to this car. And also there are cameras everywhere. I think that's what they are. These little things are rotating everywhere. They look vaguely like cameras. Because they have mics on them too.
When you are ready, follow the arrow to the next area. The red arrow points to the nearest enemy car off the screen.
I figured.
Ahead of you is a repair kit. It will repair all the damage to the car over to pick it up.
Do you have different traction on water? Doesn't feel like it. Ow. So, can you damage your car by hitting things? Other than other cars, out of curiosity. Slightly, I feel like. Seems like it. It took a little while to load that sound for some reason.
This is another power-up. The next time you ram a car, you will do extra damage.
That was a good ram.
To get an extra car, you must collect all the letter tokens in the level before the clock.
Oh, it's track D.
The clock
Track D's here.
stops when you
Cool.
collect the first letter token. If the clock runs out, the letters will reappear. Try and collect all the tokens now.
So I'm not saying much lately. Reason, of course, being that... What do these cars... What do these words spell out? Oh, nothing in particular. In this order, at least. What does that say? I'm also just trying to figure things out right now, but... What? What? What kind of word is that?
You are victorious.
You've
unlocked the track T. You've unlocked the monoposto.
Oh, it's literally a new car to unlock. I thought it'd be another life.
Best time.
Calm down there, announcer. They actually got really excited for a moment there. Broke his monotony. So track D is in fact here. It's fun to see. But monopost is actually a car. Okay. So that's how that works apparently. So I still don't quite know what this icon means. Power up is space. Okay. That's apparently all I need to know. So how many points did I get from that? I'm guessing that's not a lot. So we upgrade each car individually, so we're going to want to put some... glue. Okay, so we do have different power-ups. I don't know how to get kind of... and forgetting the word. Invested in some of these cars. Trek T has what I guess is hardness. In fact, we might as well just look at all the cars now. We'll end off this episode by showing off the cars, because you have to scroll through the cars to see other ones anyways. No idea who Cabin Fever is going to be. Or even who Monoposto is going to be for that matter. We'll see. Crazy Eights. Was that anyone in particular? I don't think that was ever anyone in World Race. Ultra, of course, is Alex, Scream and Holler. That could be... I have so many... Evil Twin, we have so many cars from Velocity X. Fantastic. Oh my god. I don't know who's going to be who. School Bus. Interesting. And also just called Ambulance. Track T, Mega Duty. Super tuned. Okay, super. It's even the exact same super tuned that Gearhead rides. That has to be Gearhead. Then who is that? Maelstrom. Oh, jeez. That's probably Danny. Hammered Coupe. Oh my god, these are lots of cars that are normally driven by robots. And so we have school bus and surf and school bus. We have multiple school buses. That's interesting. Okay, so you know how to unlock each car too, which is helpful, because we've had experiences in the past where we don't know. I have an idea as to who might be who, actually, in some cases. Well, at least say, Muscletone is Muscletone. Of course, Vulture is Alex. Track T is, of course, Track T. Mega Duty is Mega Duty. Gearhead is Super Toned. Maelstrom is probably Danny. Shredster, unless I'm misremembering something, this will probably be Metacog. So Fast is, of course, so Fast. Surf and School, this might be its own character or something, I don't know. At some point. That's all I have in mind for the moment. There are, of course, some other major characters I'd like to see here, so I'll probably try to fit them on these different cars somehow. But I have some ideas. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, next episode of Hot Wheels Bash Arena, where we actually play the game for real. Look at that, this is just a flavor test, a little teaser. It was a free sample. But you don't have to pay for the rest. Bye everyone.